It's official. Malik Neighbors is a pick. Yeah.
Malik, no, okay.
Okay, how many minutes? How many minutes did we beat it by?
We have several. Like, if you're
by the way, it wasn't on social media. Just so people know, it wasn't on social media. We beat it.
Yeah, just
5 minutes ago. So.
Stick with us. We're getting you the picks like 15 minutes in advance. This is amazing. But also, we spent. I swear to God, I will walk.
That was quick. That
will be about enough.
Yahoo! Okay,
that's worse.
Oh, the pick is in, and it's Malik Neighbors. So I guess all the talk about the Giants wanting to move up for a quarterback was malarkey, right? Because if they wanted to move up for JJ, as everybody speculated,
right.
They just passed on JJ. So this just shows you how much
Which is another conversation. JJ is starting to get, like, if you're the Vikings, right? You're like, come to us. Like, if you want JJ, you don't have to necessarily package to move up. Let's see where this goes.
Yeah, but Malik Neighbors obviously has been a huge riser, huge conversation. What do you see there?
I would say this, and look, one of these top-level wide receivers is going to land with the Giants, which, if we're looking at landing spots in the top 10, maybe not the most desirable because there's some uncertainty at the quarterback position, right? I think it's pretty well known that even those guys, Joe Shane and Brian Daboll, might have a little bit of buyer's remorse with the contract they gave Daniel Jones, especially because he's coming off a major injury now, too. But I would say this, if one of these receivers is going to have to go here, I think Malik Neighbors is uniquely talented to maybe not thrive, but survive in this landing spot because he's the type of player that he's going to run those quick, short routes. That's what he did great at LSU, and then just make plays on his own. I think Daniel Jones, for all of his flaws, and maybe even Drew Lock at some point this season, you can, if you're Brian Daboll, who you played under, right? Yeah. I mean, you can say, hey, buddy, look at me. You see that guy? Get the ball to him.
Get him the ball.
Hey, get him too quick. Get it to him quick.
We're gonna
get it. And then if he's not there, just run.
Yeah. We're gonna find out real quick though. That little spark up like a week and a half ago, where it was like, I don't. Maybe Malik Neighbors can't be in a big city though. Like,
the biggest.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is like now. The interesting thing about him too, though, some comps, not exactly the same physically, but there were some OBJ comps with him. Some of the things that he does with the ball, like the explosive ability, the way he competes. We'll see how it works out. Some people are going to look at this and they're going to go, I like Neighbors less because of where he's walking in with a quarterback.
Yeah, sure.
And some people are going to look at it glass half full and go, maybe this finally helps Daniel Jones. And if he can't get over it with a number 6 wide receiver who's seen as a 1A, right? Like Marv was the one, there's no question about it, but the talk was always like, maybe Malik Neighbors is the 1B to Marv's 1A. So.
So far, again, recapping what we have, the 3 quarterbacks went off the board that were widely considered to be the top 3 quarterbacks. The best wide receiver, the best offensive lineman, now the next best wide receiver according to most. For all of this overdrafting talk, best player available seems to be the approach for all of these. Like, this feels like a very smart draft. Not everybody agrees in the emojis. Again, I will point out only 54% of Chargers fans like the Joe Alt pick. I like the Malik Neighbors pick. 72% of fans overall like that. But I'm looking, and I've put fire next to all of them. I think all of these picks so far have been good.
I think Giants fans are just aching for a playmaker, and that's what they got. He was a kid that missed his senior year of high school because of transfer rules. I suspect that he knew that he was going to miss his senior year, which is a little curious. But when he played his junior year, 1,500 receiving yards, more than 20 touchdowns, more than 21 yards per catch.
7th overall pick by the Tennessee Titans is going to be J.C. Latham.
If you're just tuning in, Charles Robinson is getting everything like 18 minutes in advance. I don't know, I don't know what pick line he's got in, but so far everything's been remarkable. Charles Robinson, obviously our insider, Matt Harmon, doing a bunch of great work on fantasy, giving you that aspect too. Damian Harris just walked off the field and now sits on this couch and hangs out with us, giving us the players' insight. Obviously, Adam Gorney from Rivals giving us a little bit of the history. I'm Jason Fitz. You can go out and get the Yahoo Sports app. You can react with emojis. Let us know how you feel about the picks. We're letting you know how we feel about them as well. It's a great way to stay up and be involved in this. We're going to be here for every pick tonight. We're going to be here for every pick tomorrow. So get comfy, sit back, put your comfy pants on, eat some popcorn, get going. We're ready to have a good time.
Did we get any popcorn?
Well, I mean, we can work.
Only if it's whole grain, though. You know.
I keep my popcorn in my trailer.
Look what you did. You're not slick. You're not slick.
All right.